What comes to mind when you hear the word depression? Are there any typical symptoms you think of? When we think of depression, feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and a loss of pleasure are commonly attributed to it. What you may not know is that depression has several other signs that are less talked about. To better understand some of these lesser known signs, let's take a look at 7 signs of depression you haven't heard of. Before we begin, please note that this is for informative purposes only. It's not intended to diagnose or treat any condition. If you're struggling, please reach out to a healthcare provider or mental health professional for help. Number 1, you experience unexpected aches and pains. Do you think of depression as emotionally and mentally painful only? Did you know it can actually manifest itself physically as well? People with depression often report various aches and pains, mostly in the back and neck area, although stomach pains and headaches are possible as well. According to research, depression interferes with the body's inflammatory response, causing these various ailments. Number 2, you are forgetful. Are you having difficulty recalling everyday details? Do events seem to be overlapping with each other lately? Depression affects your memories in drastic ways. People, especially with more severe forms, may have difficulties with short-term memory as well. You may struggle with concentration and brain fog. You can also experience difficulty in recalling life events and mix up certain events with others as memories blend together. These issues may even occur after treatment.
Hey Psych2Goers, if you ever feel stressed out and need a moment to relax, be sure to check out Suitifying. They create relaxing and satisfying videos that can help calm your mind down. If you're interested, the link will be in the description box below.
Number 3, you have increased vision problems. Does it seem like the world looks hazier than it should? Is the world around you more monochrome than colored lately? A particular study from the University of Freiburg showed that depressed patients have increased difficulties with contrast perception. Patients with depression have a harder time differentiating black from white. In turn, this leads to a grayer, hazier-looking environment. This is due to the dramatically lower retinal activity that depressed patients tend to have. The severity of this appears to be related to the severity of the depression. Number 4, you sleep too much or too little. How's your sleep schedule been lately? Do you find yourself sleeping way too much or maybe not at all? Depression can bring serious changes to your sleep schedule. A proper sleep schedule directly impacts our ability to function. So having issues with this leads to problems in other areas. Sleeping too much or too little can cause fatigue throughout the day. That's right, sleeping too much can make you feel tired. According to a study, some people tend to struggle more with sleep apnea within their depression, which can impact their ability to achieve the proper amount of REM sleep. Number 5, you have reduced sexual desire. With depression, it's possible to lose your libido. The increased fatigue, pain, and general loss of pleasure can take a toll on this sensitive area, making you less interested. Instances of reduced sexual desire are usually temporary, meaning they can come and go, depending on your current situation. However, seeking medical advice if this is long-term and doesn't improve with treatment is important, as it can be a sign of hormonal issues. Number 6, you have increased risk and symptoms of other conditions. Do you feel the symptoms of your diagnosed conditioning worsening? Having depression can worsen symptoms of diagnosed conditions as well as increase your risk for other conditions. With stress hormones interfering with your body's ability to heal itself, symptoms of other physical conditions may increase. Since the immune system is impacted, you may be more susceptible to infection. In other cases, having depression can increase your risk of developing other conditions down the road. Such issues include arthritis, heart problems, and strokes, among many others. And number 7, you experience digestive problems. Did you know depression can negatively impact your digestion too? As mentioned before, depression can cause you to have unexplained aches and pains. Part of this includes stomach cramps and bloating. This all, again, relates back to the body's inflammatory response. However, digestive problems can go beyond pain and may include bathroom problems. It's possible to have increased irregularity and in some cases, instances of diarrhea. Eating well and taking probiotics may offer some benefit, but treating the underlying depression itself can help tremendously. While we tend to think of depression as something that affects our emotions, Research has shown that this is not always the case. Depression not only affects us emotionally, but in some cases physically as well. But you don't have to fight it all on your own. Don't be afraid to ask for help, nor let the stigmas attached deter you. No matter how bad it gets, there's always hope that things can get better. It's important to reach out if you're struggling. Getting in contact with the right mental health professional can be a great first step to getting your life back on track. We hope we were able to give you insight into the different telltale signs of depression. What do you think about the matter? Are there any more signs that you can think of? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe and hit the notification bell icon to get notified whenever Psych2Go posts a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.